Hello, everyone, and welcome, one and all, to our Christmas Final Girl adventure. It's We're taking out Krampus today, and of course, having done so well, being 2 for 2, Alice is coming. We think she's been nice. Krampus clearly thinks she's on the naughty list. Um, Krampus, here we go. Look at this, straight into it. Krampus comes in the special, can't even remember what it was called. There was a special one-off Krampus set, um, and we're taking him out today on Maple Lane. This reminds me of a pretty terrible horror film that I watched a couple of years ago called Krampus. It was obviously in a bit of American suburbia, and Krampus went out doing his thing. And I thought we'd recreate that today. So Maple Lane seemed the most fitting. That's from the feature film with Dr. Fright, based on Nightmare on Elm Street. And of course, Alice comes from the Poltergeist box, where we have a freebie. See if you can see us. A freebie. We still have one to give away. You've got a very good chance of winning. We've only got one entrant so far, so all you have to do is stick a comment in saying your favourite film with a ghost in. You might win, and I'll post it you. So we're set up here. I'm just going to get straight into it. None of the dilly-dallying. You can see slightly different. We have the convince cards in the tableau. We need to convince people who are in a house. Let's see if I can show you. The houses are bordered in orange. If there's somebody in a house, you need to convince them to let you in because they're a bit suspicious. Alice clearly lives around here. She's gone home for the holidays, let's say that. So other things we have are presents. Krampus is going to drop off some presents. Some are nice, some are not so nice. This is my first playthrough on both Maple Lane and Krampus, so it could go anyway. I don't know. I'm just going to wing it. He starts on Horror 4. He's got 10 health. Alice, of course, doesn't have much, but since she's been successful, she gets to use her super secret special weapon, and lo and behold, there it is. Slightly different to the normal setup in that there are 4 areas to be searched. Each quadrant of the map is a different area. There are 3 cards in each of those stacks, 1 item in each house. So we have to run to the southeast quadrant down here and pick up the shotgun, and then we can give Krampus a taste of his own medicine. That's the plan anyway. I've got most of the tableau here. We have got the ultimate dice out. Probably won't use it and never seem to unlock ultimate final girl. We've got the desperation dice kicking about. They're from the box of props. We also have a signature action. Somewhat fittingly, we're on intimidate, which is you should be the one who's afraid. Alice is as badass as you can get, clearly. So she's going to be the one pushing around Krampus, especially if she gets that shotgun of hers. She's going to be absolutely battering him. But there you go. There's going to be some presents. The event we've drawn is friendly neighbours, so we roll an extra dice when trying to convince people to let us in the houses. And that's that. We have our random presents down here that are going to get dropped by Krampus. I'll probably spend most of the time on this view because I think it's probably the most interesting. We're set up for revenge. You can see Krampus is right in the centre of town. Alice is in the Smallies' house. Yeah, there's some random girl in the boyfriend's house. Don't know what that's all about, but we'll see. So I think we'll just get started. Now, there is a knife potentially in this house, and I was thinking I might get that. But that'd mean wasting a turn here. If I get 2 good walks off, I could get 2 people out. So we're going to go for that. We're going to go for a walk. We currently have 2 dice because of the horror level. We will switch out our short rest and weak attack. This is already feeling like a bad idea. We can move one space. We'll convert that, and then we can move one space for a time. So we move our time, and we come out of the house. We're going to play our other walk. 2 successes, so we can move 2 spaces. So we're going to move little Johnny no pants, or Lily's got pants. I don't know why I said that. It's going to move 2 spaces. 1, I'll free him. I'm going to pop it on the move up to 2 spaces. So we'll move our free 2 spaces, then we'll move our residual space down to here. Possibly a bad idea. Let's think that through again. We could move our extra space into the house and go for something else. I could take a cost 2 or less action card as one of Alice's. This is Alice. Ooh, crikey. So I could take her cost 2 or less action card instead. So I'll move my extra space into there. I'll take a search, and let's just rock a search straight away. So that walk, we could move 2 spaces for a time. Ooh. So we'll spend our 2 focuses, convert that, and the search is a success. Take the top item card for a time. So we'll take that down, and we grab ourselves a knife that we'll put in hand. Can't quite tell if you're in focus there. Hopefully you are. That is me without any cards, which seems ridiculous. And only 3. So let's take a sprint for 2 and a close call for 1. And that will end Alice's turn. There's our hand. Right then. So, Krampus. Krampus attacks. Nobody on his space. Then he targets the closest and moves. There are 3 equidistant, so I'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 1, 2, 3. So he's going to move there, and then he's going to drop a present. Now, the way he does this is I roll a dice, and the present goes where it is based upon the panic result. So, a 2. So, a 2 is there. So, I'm going to take a random present, and I'm going to pop it there. There's a present. Now, I can open them, and victims automatically open them. Some are good, some are bad. That is him. Then we go to Terror. Oh no, he's disguised as Santa. All victims move 1 space closer to Krampus. Oh dear. Oh dear. This is going to go bad. So all victims. Okay, so 1. At least it means people are coming out of the houses, which could help us. Unfortunately. Oh, she opens a present. Let's just move everyone else first. Was he there? Yeah. This is making it difficult. I should have done this in an order. I think that's everybody. If I got one wrong, sorry. So she's going to open her present. What does she get? Oh, naughty. Let me just read what that says. When found, draw a card from the presents deck. Okay, so whenever a victim is in the same space as a present, no matter how they or the present got there, the victim opens it, immediately reveal it. When a victim reveals a Santa present, discard it. The victims keep it. When they reveal a Krampus, draw a Krampus presents card and resolve it as indicated. Okay. So, Krampus present. It says, hopefully you can read that, repelling force. The present is pushing everything away from it. Place the repelling force token in the space and repeatedly panic everyone until the space is empty. Victims may no longer enter this space, and any victims added to it will repeatedly panic until it is empty. And we must lose health when entering the space. Okay, so there's the repelling force. So I'll put that to one side. So we have to do that immediately. So which way is she going to panic? 3. Which is back into the house. Okay. Now, next, he's going to target the closest victim or final girl. Well, clearly he's in the space. And then he's going to attack twice. So that is going to be 2 victims, which will heighten the bloodlust twice, which triggers the horror to increase twice. It's not looking great. Then we panic. This lady here is going to panic. A 2. So she's going to run into here, see the present that's called a repelling force, and go to a 5, which pushes her straight back in with Krampus. Oh, his little trick worked. The tricksy little ferret. Okay. Rikey. So, we only have 1 sprint and a close call. So, I think we should sprint. We get 1 success. 1 success means we can move up to 2 spaces for a time. Back up to full. So we can go 1, rescue this lady. We will use it on Alice to move an additional 2 spaces. And then we'll move our other space. We'll go down here. Okay. So that's that. I think at that point, that cost us a time. That's spent. We've got 5 left. We get our freebies. We're going to get 2 searches or 1 search. And intimidate. And a close call. Okay. I realise I've done that off camera. Apologies if you want to see the tableau. Would you like a cheeky peek? There you go. Right. I just find it's a little bit easier for me to manage if I'm not trying to switch between them. I don't think there's anything critical that you need to see. Okay. So, Krampus time. So, Krampus is going to target an attack. This lady's going to die. She's going to push up the bloodlust. Then he's going to select the closest and he's going to move towards them. She's 2 away. They're 2 away. We're 2 away. Now, they'll always go to the one with the most. So that's going to be us. We're breaking the tie. So he then moves 2 spaces towards us. At which point... we get a terror card first. Let's see that. I said, don't look back. If there are no exits that have at least 1 victim, discard the card. Oh, there are, though. Okay, so this one's on a bit there, that one's on 1. So we have to place the killer on any exit that has a victim. So it's going to be that one or that one. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he's going to appear up here. And then he's going to kill. Oofed. Which will put it up. And it will reveal the dark power. Don't know if this is going well. Don't think it is it? Blood and cookies. When Krampus kills a victim, drop a present. Okay. Oh, I forgot to drop a present last time, didn't I? So I think he was here when he should have dropped it. So let's do it now. On a 3. The present is there. So it would automatically go. It's going to lift the bloodlust, which is going to increase the horror. However, that would have happened before he went there. So this would have been revealed. So there'll be another present drop there. And a 3. I'm loving it. Which is there. There's an absolute catalogue onto them. Ah, but look, it's one of Santa's. It gives us 2 time. So we're back up to our 6, which was up to 8. Wow, this is absolute carnage. I think that once they've been used, they go off. Crikey. Yeah, that was a lot to take in. He's already right up. I'm on 1 dice. It's not going well. But let's see what we can do. Let's try for a focus, first of all, I think. Although, no, I could go for a walk. Because even if we fail, we can move, which will make us free 3 people, which is great. So we're going to try and walk or limp. Oof, it's a fail. So we can move 1 space, lose a health, and it costs 2 time. So we lose a health, costs 2 time, and we move a space, which lets us heal, rescue 3 people. Nice. So we will gain another 2 time. We will take a free move. And we will heal a heart. That was pretty good, eh? We will go for a focus. And we'll get rid of weak attack and short rest to turn that into a success. Which reduces the horror and costs the time. Nice. We may as... Should we? We started with a lot of cards there, didn't we? But we've rescued more than I have before. I don't think I'm going to get to these people. I can't get to her even. And I think that means I can't lead her in there even. She immediately panics. I don't know. I'll have a read at that. Anyway. I think I'm going to go for my search. Yeah. We'll go for the search first. Let's see if we can get our shotgun. Come on, Alice. Yes. So we'll take the 1, which lets us take the top item card, which is Alice's shotgun. That goes in the backpack. Goes into hand. Oh. Oh. Right, she's going to do something sufficiently cinematic, and she's going to go for an intimidate. Call in something to Krampus. Oh, she gets the double. Flip the dark power card face down until the next upkeep phase and reduce the horror. Take that, Krampus. Take that. She's got a gun. It's like she's got her boomstick. Right. What else do we want to do? We've still got a close... Well, we've got 2 close calls, 2 walks, and a focus. I could do with getting rid of 1 more... rescuing 1 more person, and Alice flips. But I don't think I can get onto that space. Let me just read it. Victims may no longer enter this space. So even if I'm trying to lead her out, I'm thinking I can't get her out of there. So I just think she's trapped in that house till Krampus comes for her. So these are my only... Suppose if we've got 2 big walks, I could get to them. but it's not going to help. So I think I'll just focus. I'll spend my 2 close calls, turn that into a success. Cost me a time. Reduces the horror. Okay, so I've got 2 orcs in hand. I'll keep those. They go to there, and I now have 6 to spend. We go for something big. Let's go for a guard. Start with. That's 2. And for a retaliate or a furious strike. We'll just try and get the horror right down. Let's not go for the guard yet. Why don't we go for 2 distractions? Okay. Put our cards back. Right. So we've got 2 distractions, a walk, and a walk. That's all. So that was our 6. Back to 6. It's Krampus time. Krampus attacks. Nobody in his space. So he moves. And then he gives the gift of presents. It automatically gets flipped. It's another bad one. Bad Krampus. Whoever opened the present targets the victim or the final girl and moves up to 2 towards them. Then, if they're in the same space, they deal damage to the target. 3. So because there are 2 in the space, I believe they're just going to attack the person on the space. So this one kills this one. Ooh. Nasty. Okay. That was the present. So we go to terror. Silhouette in the distance. 2 horror. All victims move 1 space closer to the present nearest to them. There isn't one. They move 1 space closer to Krampus instead. Now, she can't move into that space. She keeps getting repelled back. So it's just this one, and that one's there anyway. So that's not too bad, I don't suppose. Panic phase. She's going to panic because she realizes just what she's done. 5. She runs up to there. Okay. So it comes to us. I need to get this down again, so I think we need to go for a distraction. Oops. We're on 2 dice. 2. So we reduce the horror by 2 and gain 2 time. Oh, we're playing something. I can imagine it. She's in that house. She's turning on a music box or something daft. Let's go again. Oof, not quite as good. Now we have a fail. We can either reduce the horror and cost 4 time, or increase the horror and cost 2 time. I think we will reduce the horror and cost 4 time. All right. Okay. So I think I'm going to stay in this house because he's going to come to me after he's killed that victim. We're in a decent place. We get our freebies back. We have 4 to spend. So I don't think we need to search for anything. Maybe I just need to start prepping. Take another intimidate. 2. And a guard. I think that's pretty good. Because she can be revving a chainsaw or something, or just popping shots off. You know, she's loving it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Krampus isn't going to know what's hitting. He might be powering up and stuff, but he's not going to get to the top. Well, he is. But I think she can be totally tooled up, meet him on the street, and absolutely blitz the guy. That's what we all want to see. Anyway, Krampus's turn. This goes back up to 6. Krampus attacks his space. Nobody there. So he moves. And he gives the gift of Christmas to number 5 down below him again. Okay. And then we get a terror card. We're all gonna die. Victim. He's gonna target a victim. Move, attack. Twice. So he targets the victim. Doesn't need to move. Attacks. Pushes that up. Pushes that down. Then he's going to target a victim. Move. He's now moving 3 spaces. So 1, 2. Oh, I'm foiled. Thought he was going to come towards me, but it's a victim. There you go. If no victims were killed, double bloodloss, but they were, so we're okay. Right then. So there's nobody to panic. This poor lady still stuck in that house. Krampus is coming for her. I've got a couple of walks, though. Let's see if we can get there. I can't actually save her because of that thing, so I have no way of going ultimate mode. Let's go for a walk. No. I can get some more dice. Oh, this dark power thing should have flipped back. Apologies. Killed a victim there, so he would have dropped another present. A 1. There's a present in there. You know. Okay. Right. So, let's intimidate again. Should we? No, we don't need to intimidate yet. Let's focus. I don't know why I've not got a weak attack in my hand. Got a short rest. There's the weak attack. So I'll convert 1 into a success. Reduce the horror, costs the time. Let's just go for that again. Same again, reduce the horror, costs the time. I think I'm just going to stick with that and keep my 4. I'm going to grab a retaliate for the 4. It's back up to 6. Krampus goes. He attacks his space, and then he moves towards the closest. 3 spaces. He's in the room. Drops a present. Drops it in the room. He gives her a gift. What is it? Oh, it's Santa gift. Isn't he nice? Oh, no, he's not. She gets it, but I don't. So, one of the good presents he gave to her. I bet she's loving that. She's stuck in that house. Don't know what her name is. Let's call her... Yeah, let's call her Little Miss Unlucky. Right. So... that was that. Terror card. They just got hit by a car. If there are no victims in a street space, discard and draw another terror. Thanks. Jingle kills. Panic each victim that is adjacent to a present or Krampus. See, she's going to panic, but she can't possibly get out of there anyway. So she'll panic, but she ends up where she is. And then it's going to target, move, attack. He finally kills her. He gave her a glorious gift. She got scared. She tried to run. She was still being pushed away by that present in the street. And he finished her off. Pushes up the bloodlust. There we go. It's just me and thee, Krampus. Alice is going to get you. So, there are 4 turns left. So I think I stand and wait for him. We've got 6. Let's go for Critical blow for 6. We're gonna get you. We're gonna get you. And our freebies. That's us. Goes to Krampus. Oh, he dropped another present. We'll let him do it. Even though it doesn't matter. Drops it in there because he killed it. Right then. Goes to Krampus. He's going to target us. And he's going to move 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We've got 10 cards. We've got our shotgun. We're waiting in this house. Let's focus. See if we can get into the green. We get a 1. Reduces the horror for a time. Focus again. For another 1, we'll reduce the horror for a time. We could go for... In fact, let's... Weak attack and short rest. Make it 2 successes. So we'll reduce the horror and we'll gain 2 time. We've got 7. How tooled up is she? All the tooled up. 7. Let's show you the thing. We've got 7 to spend. I think we could go for a Furious Strike and an Improvise. Furious Strike for 4. And Improvise. Which gives us, if we're successful, 3s and 4s are successes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll do us. That's our turn. He's coming. It's time. He attacks. He moves towards us. He drops a present. Oh no, this could be the thing that gets us, couldn't it? In a 3. Drops it in our space. Now I don't have to take it. Don't really want to. I'll have a look at what it was at the end, I think. Okay, terror card. The claws are out. Oofed. He's gonna... Crikey. Krampus's claws are out. So he targets us, he moves, he attacks. So, let's move these out of the way. So we're going to retaliate with our 3 dice. Makes sense. So we get 1. We reduce damage by 1. Let's see. I'm going to actually get rid of Intimidate and get rid of a Walk to turn that into 2. So I ignore all damage and I do 2. Well, Alice does 2. She needs the credit. Okay. So that is the first one. Then he does it again. So we will guard. Oofed. Crikey. We're gonna have to get rid of Improvise and Walk. Jeez, this is really scuppered us. Get rid of Improvise and Walk to turn that into a success, which lets us ignore all damage. Crikey, that was not good. It leaves us with just Critical Blow and Furious Strike. I think that's back up to 6. Comes to Alice. So we've not got much we can do. We're just going to go in with a Critical Blow. We can't do all of our planning that we intended. Let's go back down here. Can't do our planning. Doesn't matter though, we get 1. So it does 2 damage, reduces the horror, and ends our turn. So 2 damage, reduces the horror, which gives us a time. and ends our turn. So that goes in there. We've only got a Furious Strike, but we've got 7 to spend, so we can get a guard for 2. Okay, I've got my guard. I'm going to take a close call, or I'm going to take planning. Okay, and I get my freebies. And then I put these ones back in. This is pretty tense, if I'm honest. It comes to him. He's going to target us, and he's going to attack. We have a guard. We get 1. Which will reduce it by 2. I'll just do that. So we take 2 damage. Hopefully this terror card doesn't kill us. Oh no. For each, so Cursed Caroling. Going to target us. It's going to move twice. For each space he moves through, including his current and final, place a present token if there isn't already one. So he's going to put a present token down if there isn't one, but there is. And then he's going to attack us. Oh, we don't have a guard. The bugger. He got us. There's nothing we can do to stop it. There's nothing we can do. He got us with the Cursed Caroling. I thought we had him. I was prepped. Let's see. So he's going to do 4 damage. So 1. All or nothing. It's nothing. Krampus fells Alice. It looks so strong. She looks so good. I was convinced we had him. We were leading him in. We had a Furious Strike. We had the shotgun. So that's why we had the close call, so that we could shoot him with that. But no. Such is Alice. Only having 4 health came to bite us. And Krampus finished her off. There you go. Too cocky. Oh. Christmas is ruined. Really enjoyed that, actually. There were a few good bits there. I particularly liked the present that trapped the lady in the house. I got took by surprise when he went that way, and then I got totally ready for it, and a couple of terror cards absolutely got us. So Alice has lost her undefeated streak. Krampus is clearly the king of Christmas. And that is that. He didn't reveal his epic self. There were still 2 turns, so in 8 turns, 2, 4, 6, he killed 7, and we saved 5. But Krampus is a winner. Thanks for watching, and have a good holiday.